second since I've been live. We're waiting for Mads to join. I sent an invite over to them. Hi! Fin flippin-tastic. Why you slay that cap? Do you guys want to know what my cap says? It says, hold on, ignore my hair. I'm just a little guy. That's what my baseball cap says. I'm just a little guy. I feel like it's true to me. So, welcome in everybody. It's been a second. We haven't streamed here in a second, have we? Thoughts on tax fraud? Not good. In the eyes of the government, at least. I'm not the government. Let's see. I believe in Mad's ability. Let's see. Maybe. This is the first time Mads and I have ever done like the TikTok double feature, I guess. And so we're figuring it out, bros. Add a host. Whoa! Oh, I did not mean to invite that person. Oh God. No, I didn't want to do that. I think I accidentally invited two people. Please don't join. I hope they don't join. Oh God. This is not going well. Let's see. I feel like hold on, maybe go live with guests. I'm waiting for Mads to join. Hopefully it's gonna work. How's everybody? How y'all doing? Have you made any music recently? I've not seen any on Spotify. My newest music is my album Diving Lessons, which you should go check out. It's gonna be awesome. I hope that Mads is having an okay time. You're so handsome. I'm trying to convince my mom to take me to your concert. Aw, that'd be so fun, so sweet. Okay. I don't see Mads joining yet. Hunter x Hunter poster. Yeah, baby. Also, I get made fun of for saying Hunter x Hunter rather than saying Hunter Hunter. I understand it's Hunter Hunter, but I also think it's weird to not add the X. It's in the name. It should just be Hunter x Hunter. So I'm coming to see you Wednesday. Exciting! Isn't that the first show? Oh, 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 wait. Invite. Do we got it? Did we get it? Eh. Invitation sent. Did we do it?
There we go. I'm a boomer.
Mads!
Boomer. Oh my god.
Yay! Okay. Let's see. Expand? Can I? Whoa. Oh, whoa.
Oh.
How do I make you normal sized?
I got no clue. I got nothing.
Got nothing. Should we? Maybe we'll just like take turns being big and small.
I feel like there's a way to do like what was it Jason Nash does where it's like, oh, the bits, but it's just two people.
Yeah, maybe it's like as a host. Maybe.
Maybe.
I feel like. You know what?
Nothing apparently.
There's got to be something. Don't worry, guys. I got this. Maybe
Oh my god.
settings, gifts. You know what? We're gonna take turns. Right now, it's your turn to be big.
Oh boy.
Okay. Well, we're gonna answer some questions.
Let's see if Google can help.
I promise the tour is gonna be better than this.
Hopefully not as scuffed.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, I don't have time for TikTok tutorials. Here, I'll do some data. Feel free to answer some questions. I'll see if I can find any way to do
Okay.
this.
Okay. Taking over, shrinking ya. It's my turn to be big. Okay. Ask some questions, guys. Hit us up. Let's see. Maybe they can help. Chat, can you? They said you got this, Pookie. That's fantastic. How's your day going? My day's going great. Um, I saw my girlfriend. Um, I had some coffee. Um, that's pretty much been my day. I had some taquitos. So that's it. um, what inspired you to start making music? Autism. That's really it. I didn't know how to vocalize my feelings, and I could do that with music, so that's what I did. Let's see. Were your parents accepting when you came out? My stepdad and my mom was. My dad, not so much. You live some, you learn some. Let's see what else. Um, what else are people asking? Tour? Yes, tour. We're going on tour. It's gonna be
Yay!
fantastic. Tour in like a week. We're starting in Texas, right? I think so.
Yeah, we're starting in
Um,
Austin.
yeah, Austin. Um, favorite color. My favorite color is blue. I like blue. What do you do when you get writer's block? That's actually a question we're gonna answer in the future.
Ooh.
Um, I got my notes right here. Um, Addie gives blue aesthetic. Thank you, thank you. Favorite snack right now. Um, I've been liking. What have I been snacking on? Ooh, spicy Doritos, which is funny because I don't like spicy things. Did the Google say anything, Mads?
Google's only showing that they have great new features like grid mode, which is what we had, which is not open.
Fantastic. What happens if I click show? I'm scared. There's a button that says show. Maybe, maybe. Do I click it? Do I click show?
Try it, see what happens.
Show. Live show. Bring on your talents. How to run a show. Set the stage for people to perform. Oh, it gives you 5 minutes to perform what? Weird.
It's high school all over again.
You get 5 minutes. Prove you can do it. Okay, maybe if I do. What happens if I? Oh, I can like mute you and stuff. I don't want to do that. Weird. Okay, well, do you want a chance to be big?
I don't
Blow
mind
up?
either way.
Ask like, act like you don't even know anybody.
Oh dear. Wow, hi.
Hi,
I'm using
everybody.
my monitors to light my face so I don't look really shadowy. Hello,
There you
technology.
go. Technology, baby. Okay. Do you want to start? I have a list of questions. I feel like I'm interviewing you.
Oh, how'd you start making music? How about you answer?
Oh, how do we start making music? So I basically started because I was super nonverbal as a kid. So my mom threw me in music lessons, and it was like the only thing that stuck. I think I was in soccer, basketball, dance, all these different things, and then music stuck, and I liked it. And one day I stole my brother's ukulele when I was like 14 and started writing music because I was inspired by Dodie. So, how about you?
I it's gonna sound like a sidetrack, but I come from a very large family. My mom was one of 12 kids. So one of my first ways of getting to interact with cousins that were like about like anywhere from 3 to 10 years older than me was just we'd all sit around the piano and play music. And then when everyone was gone, I wouldn't stop banging the damn piano at like 2. So my mom was like, "All right, fine, let's do something about this."
She was like, please. I love that. Okay, let's see. I had Kara was wondering what our favorite number is.
I guess if I had to pick one, 15.
15. Why 15?
That's the I guess the date of my birthday, so that's just like an easy. Besides that, it's a nice splittable number, I guess. Half, third.
That totally works. I have a really hyper specific story about my number.
Oh.
So when I was like 7, I was in dance classes. I
Hmm.
had a little ballet class, and I was wearing the number 13 on my shirt. And basically, there was like this thing where it was like, oh, whoever dances the best in this little thing, like you win a Disney princess party. And I was dead set on winning that Disney princess party.
Valid.
And so I went and danced with all these other kids, and it was to Barbie Girl. And I slayed Barbie Girl. My little like drag heart came out, and I ended up winning the Barbie, like the dinner princess Barbie thing, and I ended up having the princess come to my ballet class. And so ever since then, the number 13 has been my lucky number, which is everybody thinks is like Taylor Swift, but it was because of my Barbie dinner princess ballet thing I won.
Fair enough. I think we have so someone saying you should see. Oh nope. Curse you, TikTok. Let me do my thing. Something about swipe left, and you'll say a split screen.
Oh, wait, hold on. Swipe.
Senior moments. Let's go.
Swipe. I'm swiping. I swear to God, I'm swiping. Wait, hold on. Maybe if I don't make you big, like if I make you small again,
Okay, go for it.
and then I swipe. Hold on. Okay, this swipe. I'm just seeing the chat. I swear to
Hmm.
God, I'm trying. If I hold you down, nope. Uh, hosts, guests. I feel like I'm a millennial.
Hmm.
Wait. It says swipe left, split screen, invite your friends. Swipe left. I'm just seeing the chat really big.
Do I need to leave?
Maybe, okay, maybe I'm interested if I invite you as a co-host.
Okay, I will
So
leave. I will
leave.
see you in a second.
Cool. Okay, guys. Okay. Co-host. Quick invites. Wait. What's happening? Okay. Um, no. Hold on. Ignore that. I don't know what's happening, guys. Okay, hold on. Quick invite search. Can I search for Mads? It says that Mads is offline. Mads, come back. Mads, I need you. I'm here. What? Okay, maybe close out of the live and then join it again, and then I'll add you. Mads might have their status off. That's a thing. Why are they making this so complicated? Mads, Mads, come back. Mads, Mads. Okay, I feel like the best thing we can do is the guesting. I'm gonna be so honest. Maybe if I I think the best thing we can do is guest, if that makes sense. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a millennial. I think I have to just guest Mads again. I don't think hosting is working. We might just have to have big screen, little screen. Damn. Okay. Mads, I'm just gonna guest you again. Well, you win some, you lose some.
I was gonna ask if it worked if you tapped on my comment. Hold on. Wait, camera. Thank you.
There you go. Okay. I tried tapping. It's like this thing where I go on the hosts and it says like, oh, like invite your friends, but the only person that's showing up is Ella Jane. And so Ella Jane's coming on tour with us, apparently.
Fair enough.
Surprise, everybody. Okay, well, let's see. Okay. Let's just keep answering questions. This is a fun one. What are like some of the funniest things you've ever signed from a fan?
I haven't had to sign much weird stuff, honestly. Maybe like not much. Like the only thing I've had honestly been asked to sign that's not like a piece of my merchandise is somebody else's print at a convention.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had some weird ones. I have a lot of people that make me sign their shoes. And then every single time my tour manager always gives me hand sanitizer because he thinks it's gross.
That's
and
fair.
So I would sign a shoe and then he would just be like sitting there like shaking with hand sanitizer. But I think that's been, well, there's probably weirder. I signed a forehead once. And that was very, very exciting. I did sign a forehead. I think I've signed money before, like in Canada. Yeah, those have been some of my like weird ones.
Yeah.
I've vandalized money.
It's like the dollar project. Like it gets back to you and then you get to see it and you're like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Your turn to be big. Mad's turn to be big again.
I saw someone. Maybe I lost it. I might have lost it. But there's a question that I got that I wanted to actually. I think it'd be fun to answer. I sent screenshots to myself. Oh, wait, that question's more specific than I thought. What was your inspiration for the first song you ever created? Haha, the first songs I ever wrote were bad and 12 minutes long and improv and will never see the light of day, but are probably still buried on my phone. So, if I die, delete everything on my phone. No one's hearing that ever.
What about the first song you ever like released on Spotify and like streaming services?
I guess it would depend on what you would count. Strictly like having released, that was probably Eggshell as my junior year of high school for our production project. I wrote that song about feeling like I can't communicate with people properly. Like all I do is say things and then I regret it. That's the whole song.
Yep.
You want to hear it now? I couldn't remember it. It was 12 minutes long and probably used 2 chords.
12?
When I first started like writing music, I didn't write anything down, so I would just hit record on my little like dinky phone at the time and just play guitar, and I maybe had 3 lines in my head. I just keep going.
Incredible. That's incredible. I know. Okay, so the first song I ever wrote was called Dear Andrew, and it was basically to my friend, and it was for his birthday, and I was like, you feel like a brother to me. Let's go, Andrew. It was a really shitty song. And I think the first release song was definitely Sugar Rush, and that was about my bisexual awakening and realizing I liked women. And it was specifically about a girl who was like super religious and didn't know what bisexual meant.
Uh-oh.
So, but okay, my turn to be big. Sorry, taking the mic back. Okay, Let's
Also,
see.
yeah, Sunset Somerville, yeah, boy.
Let's see. What's your opinion on metal music?
I like metal actually. One of my friends who actually mixed driver's seat is a metalhead. So like I'll be like, play something. He's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yes. And he'll play me like death metal rock opera, and I'm like, this is great actually. Like you're not phasing me.
I feel like I've been learning to like metal a lot more. I used to be like a total emo kid,
Hmm.
and so I don't know. Okay, I'm really bad at knowing what genres are. I feel like they overlap so much nowadays. And so I'm going to say this, and someone's going to be like, that's not metal. You're wrong. And they're going to say it's like rock or emo or something. I don't know. But I've been addicted to this one song that's it's Dragula by Rob Zombie.
Okay.
Are you checking it out?
Well, I think I know Rob Zombie. I was checking a band that I like. I'm like, are they metal? Are they not?
I think
I like 12 Foot Ninja, and 12 Foot Ninja is considered metal, so we take those.
okay. I don't know if that one song is an actual metal song, but I just love dig through the ditches and burn and the slam in the
I
back of
call
my
that metal, but that's me.
trailer. So I think that that's metal, but I could be completely wrong. Absolutely is. Okay, cool. Cool. I like metal music then. Okay. Okay. Your turn to be big.
Oh boy.
We're taking turns.
Wow. Sharing is caring. Thanks, Barney. Ooh. This might be a hard one to think on. So I might. No, hold on. I'm cycling through the questions. Oh, I love this question. Who helped you start with your music, or where was your music first released?
Ooh, okay, so I feel like a lot of people know this from me. So
Wait, you're answering. You be big.
oh, I be big? Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, hold on. Shrink you down.
There we go.
It's Addie Town over here. Okay. So I think a lot of people know my story, but basically I was on Instagram and I would post covers and originals, and I was working retail and I was about to go to college, and suddenly I got an email from my current manager. He was like, "Hey, I think you're really cool. I'd like to work with you. I work with all of these artists." Um, and basically, he found me because a year prior, I had gone to a Cave Town concert and I had bought some merch, and I posted my last ever singing video wearing Cave Town merch, and someone sent it to the manager and was like, "Hey, this kid seems to really like Cave Town, and you manage Cave Town, and like you should work together." Whoa,
Woo!
whoa!
I've disappeared into the galaxy. Goodbye.
Thank you, Love Bunny. That was so sweet. Oh, but yeah. Basically, what happened is I then ended up I ended up working with my manager, and then my first song was produced by Robin, and here we are. And
Woo!
now I have a whole album that was like also like half made by him. So yeah,
Where the
okay.
magic happens.
When magic happens. Okay, your turn to answer.
As for who helped me get started with music, I had a very interesting high school program. I'll just name him. His name is Chris Gemko. He won an award a few years ago for like innovative teaching. Love that man to death. He set up a music production class at our school. He also set up a yearly project where he would basically get a bunch of kids together. They'd each write a song. And there was a dude who owned a studio in town that was run out of a shed. I've been there. Tim Flynn, if you're here, you're probably not. Hi. You would get to release a song for free, basically. He would just put it out there for you. And he was someone who just kind of sought me out, and he's like, "Hey, do you want to like do this?" And I thought the story went, I was like, OMG, yay. Apparently not. I went back to my high school recently, and he's like, "No, the first question you asked me was, how did you know I write music?" I was like, oh shit. Went cooler in my head. But from that point, I kept taking music production classes. I learned a lot about Logic. And for my junior and senior year, again, my memory's not good. I thought he challenged me to put an album out in a year. I'm insane. I'm the one who brought it up, apparently. So I'm just clinical. So for my final project in the highest level of music production, instead of doing like 5 songs in an EP like everyone else, I was releasing a 12-track album, and I was able to take out extra periods, and I used my lunch in his office. And he is probably him, Mr. Riddle at my school, Mr. Oswald, Mr. Pavlik, every single one of those dudes helped me believe in myself. So
That's so sweet. Oh,
I went to music college. Yay.
I love that. Incredible. I never went to college.
Yes, that's fair.
I probably should have, but I didn't. Okay, let's see. Next question. What's your opinion on Godzilla?
Like, just in general?
Yeah.
I think Godzilla's great. I love kaiju films. There's one that I like that involves I can never remember the name of it, but it's like a turtle, and all of a sudden there's fire blasting out of it on all holes, and it'll spin like a frisbee. I think that's hilarious. But I like Godzilla. I like Godzilla both as the concept of like the fears of the Japanese people around those times involving like radiation and war. On that angle, I love it. I also enjoy when he fights King Kong. I think it's funny. Godzilla's
funny when fighting. Incredible. Your answer was a lot cooler than mine. I was just gonna be like, yeah, bro. I fuck with Godzilla. Guy's awesome. He should stomp around more.
He should. All the Godzilla designs are really cool too. I think what's the newest one? Godzilla -1 or something? That design for Godzilla is fucking sick.
I think I have like a friend who's like really obsessed. It's either with Godzilla or Hong Kong, or not Hong Kong. What? Donkey Kong. I think it's like one really big animal that they're obsessed with, and I think it's Godzilla. But I don't know. I like him. I think he's cool. Okay. Do you have a question?
Yeah, I can pull one up. What is your favorite what is your favorite lyric that you've written so far?
Ooh.
Got that one from High Key Boring. That is the username. Oh dear.
I think my favorite lyric is okay. So I feel like lyrically, personally, I think "Say Sorry to My Brother" is the most vague and creative I've ever been. Because I feel like if you know the story of that song, which I'll never actually share the full story of it because it's a very personal song.
Yeah.
But if you're friends with me and if you know me, like that's the most complex, interesting song I've ever written. But if you're just like an audience member or just a viewer of my content and music, I think my favorite lyric is probably from Fish, because it's about being autistic and realizing you're autistic. And it was basically, it feels like everybody learned how to swim and I somehow missed the lesson where we learned we are fish.
I love that lyric.
And so I just feel like it's really creative. It was inspired by like that one like political picture where it's like, you can't, like a fish can't climb a tree. And I was like, yeah, I can't climb a tree. And so it was just like kind of like a play on that. And it was just supposed to be like a big metaphor for like, oh, I thought that I was supposed to know how to do this, but it turns out I was never built to know how to do that. So I thought it was a creative way to put it.
Yeah. When I think about specific lyrics, I'm not the best at... I feel like I categorize songs more because I'm someone who like shoves my head into what a song has to be one big metaphor, and I just live in it. So I think for that reason, I kind of have to go with Dogbird. If I'm going from the category of song. Category of lyric, though, I feel like There were a few lines that weren't kept in Driver's Seat, but I really like how that bridge ended up in Driver's Seat, that I am his rage, inherit the engine and leak. There was a line that I had to cut that I really liked, that I thought was raw as fuck, and it was, I am the rib, the marrow that won't forgive, which is like, biblical
Ooh.
reference, baby. Let's go. I'm so
Ooh.
sad that line had to be cut.
You gotta
But
use that somewhere else though.
For release stuff, I guess I can just go with I am my father's lost son. I like that line a lot. There's a lot you can unpack in that one. Amanda
Yeah.
Green.
Also,
Oh no!
I gotta say that something I've realized is that driver's seat, not driver's seat, it is driver's seat, right? Driver's seat. Um, driver's seat is like the angry version of Say Sorry to My Brother. They're both like these big car metaphor songs talking about a man in the seat.
The same coin. Flip.
It really is the same coin. Like, I need somebody to do some type of like back and forth or some like anime edit with those two songs. Because like even just like when hearing like the turn signal tick, like at the end of Say Sorry to My Brother, you hear the car door slam. So when you released the song, I was like, she gets it. Like, we're
Cargo room.
connected, dude. But yeah, I loved it. It was so good. Okay. Next question. Let's see. Oh, this is fun. What is our favorite songs of each other's?
Ooh. I'm gonna double check my work here because I don't want to miss. I have this massive. I think I have my driving playlist is almost at 1,000 songs. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. Okay, there we go. Because I have your songs pulled up. It is a tie between Pretty Girl and Fish for me. I love those songs so much. I unironically just put them on and I'm like, yeah, boy.
You're so real. I think that my song Pretty Girl is so underrated. Like every time I perform that one, people are not as hype as I need them to be. And I'm like, this is one of my
I
favorite
love
songs
that
I've
song.
made. I'm like, it's literally about like loving somebody as a trans person and it not going well. Like it's so ah, you
That's in
know.
my rotational cycle on stream. Like I cover that song on stream. Like I love that song.
Thank you. I love that one. I remember when I was making it, my manager Zach, he was like, "This is the best song you've made." I was like, "Thank you, Zach. I needed this." So yeah, I wish that one was more popular than it is, and I feel like I keep playing it at shows out of spite because I'm like, "You will like this song." Okay, I'm shrinking you down. My turn to answer. Um, okay. This is gonna be a really basic ass answer, but I feel like one of the big times I connected with your music was with Brother.
Mm.
And it was just because like I'm the youngest sibling, and so I had siblings like leave situations that weren't the greatest. I kind of had to like stay behind, you know? And so when I heard Brother, I was like, oh shit, like, oh shit. And just like saying like, and I left you alone in a house and not a home. What? I'm such a big fan of that song. But I was telling my girlfriend this the other day because I was streaming your new song Driver's Seat. Everybody go stream it. And I genuinely think that that is probably one of my favorite songs you've ever done. Like it's so powerful, it's so good. The use of the turn signal to the beat, like ah, I could eat that song. It's so good, dude.
Thank you.
Absolutely. So everybody go stream it. It's fantastic. And
Oh boy.
yes. Okay. Is it your turn to ask a question? I forget.
I think so. What do I have
Okay.
here? I have a fun one.
Okay.
Though I don't know your process for this. What gives you ideas for merch designs?
Ooh. Okay. I usually think I make merch pretty literal. So like I'll usually manifest like a lyric that's really artistic or like really visual and I'll make it into a merch design. Or I'll just base it around like the cover art or like the themage of stuff. Usually what I like to do is I will work with like artist companies where they house a bunch of like local artists, and I will just like send them my stuff and be like, decide, make something, show. So there are times where it's like, there's times where I'm really specific and I'm like, I want to do this immediately and this is exactly how it's going to be. And then there's other times where I just kind of like, here's the song, have free will. Like, I guess, for example, like the sweatshirt I have where it's like me in a little crown next to a ghost, that was my idea and I was very strict about that. But then, like, the hoodie design I did, where it's like me scuba diving with a bunch of little fish, that was completely like an artist's idea. So I feel
Yeah.
like it ends up being like 50-50.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, you're big now.
Oh boy. My process is different in the semblance that I work with one artist mostly. My friend Nini at Orbital Moonrat, go follow them. But I have been working with them since Sunset on Somerville, so at this point we're very used to each other's styles. I will usually have an idea, and then they'll send me a bunch of thumbnails to branch off of that. Or like most recently, one of the newer t-shirt designs I have where it's a bunch of like items. I was like, hey, my manager says we need like a general shirt design. And they were like, okay, give me a bunch of words. Like, I already know the vibe of your music, but like, give me a bunch of things you associate. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And they sent me like 6 mock-ups. I was like, oh, sweet. Let's go with this one.
That's sick.
And then we spent 7 hours looking at objects and we're like, we need a break. This is too much. We're going too far. So I do have the fortune of working with someone who like knows me well enough to be that I'm sometimes lacking in what I want, how to say it. Yes, English good, nailed it.
I think that's fantastic, though.
Yeah, I think it's similar to yours in the facet that it's either like we know exactly what we want, or it's like run free, do as you wish. I'll give feedback as we go.
Yep. I feel like being an artistic, creative person, there's times where I'm really strict about what is associated with me and what's gonna like have my face on it. But then there's other times where I'm like, I just made the song. Don't make me think anymore. I can't do this. And so it's so like, it's so 50-50. It honestly just kind of depends on if I feel inspired at all. I'm like, this is like my job, but also not my job. I make songs, not t-shirts.
Having to direct things creatively can be like, it's like, I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Absolutely. Okay, next question. Let's see. Let's see. Favorite video game.
You just hold on. Let me just. I have a problem, and Omocat on my wallet. Can you please stop releasing expensive vinyl figurines? I own them all. You're killing me. Stop.
I want to play that game so bad, dude. I want to play it so bad.
Very good. Wait, you said you want to play it?
I want to play it so bad. I haven't played it yet.
I'm gonna get it on my Switch. I also have it on my laptop, so you can choose a save file. I will bring this if need be. I also absolutely adore this one game that I can never play again because of people who know the game will know why. It's One Shot. I love One Shot so much. It's basically a game where you play as like the god of the world. So especially if you're on Steam, all of a sudden Steam will just say your name and be like, you only have one shot, Mads, and you're like, hello?
You're like, hold on.
Huh? But that game I adore, but I cannot play it again because as the title says, you have one shot, except if you do an extra run, and then you have one shot.
That's fun. I think, okay, let's see. My cat is meowing. I think, okay, I go back and forth. I feel like a general favorite I've always had is Minecraft. I know there's been so much controversy around people who enjoy Minecraft recently, so I don't really mention it anymore. But I like Minecraft. I promise I'm not a bad person. I feel like I feel like let's see. I really like Kingdom Hearts. Um, I really loved Undertale when I played it to the point where I got
Oh
like a
yeah.
tattoo of it. Um,
Oh, it's the
isn't it
display
cute?
thing. It's still you.
Yeah, and so I love that one. Um, and I think let's see, what else do I like? I really like playing like the generic stuff. Like I really like Smash Brothers. I really like Mario Kart.
Mhm.
Um, I feel like my general thing I enjoy is I like choice based, where it changes the story, and I like
Mhm.
open world. Um, but I also really like when it's like open world with a story you can follow, but you don't have to.
Oh
Like I feel
yeah.
like that's like my favorite type of game. It's like, oh, like I have a goal, but not really.
Yeah.
So,
I I have always had a weak spot for RPG Maker games. So any usually indie horror RPG Maker game like The Witch's House or Mad Father or Cat in the Box or I haven't played Off yet actually. But like anything in that category, good shit, good shit, good shit, good shit. I have a problem. I also play
good, good,
Overwatch,
good.
so feel free to judge me. It's a multiplayer game I can play with my friends, and I really
I
like playing Ana.
I used to once play Overwatch, but then I got when I was like still pretty feminine, I got compared to one character so much that I feel like out of spite, I can't touch that game anymore.
That's fair. That's really fair.
I'm like, I'm sorry. Like it got ruined for me. Demand avoidance.
It's a game I can't recommend unless someone already plays it. It's like League. I played it to play with friends and now I don't touch it.
That's how I
I'm
feel like
cured.
I'm unironically like a huge Halo and Call of Duty fan,
I love
which
Halo
I
so
feel like
much.
which is like kind of like out of left field for me, but I've played Call of Duty since I was in like seventh grade. And so
Yeah.
I love shooter games so much. But anyways, okay. Do you have a question?
I can look. The seaweed is always greener on somebody else's lake. You dream about growing up there. That is a big mistake. I guess this is the last one that I have currently lined up. What was your inspiration for the first song? No, we did that one. Fuck.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm out of questions on my end.
Oh, should I ask questions then?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, let's see. What is the best way to get a custom shirt to us? Um, what I usually say is with any gifts, just give them to merch and they will give it to us.
Hmm.
Um, I feel like I'm gonna make myself big for this, getting on my pedestal. I have been pelted with things on stage before. It hurts to have friendship bracelets thrown at me. I love them. It hurts a lot because just imagine like tiny beads being like hurled at you by like sheer
Yep.
queer
I've had
force,
bracelets
you
thrown at
know?
me.
It hurts. I feel like I also don't love stuff being thrown at me on stage, because it can also like knock down stuff and hurt equipment that I'm renting. Um, and so the best way of advice is to absolutely just give it to merch and I will receive it. Um, I feel like the other thing is like we're usually on a time schedule, so like sometimes I will take a gift on stage and be like, "Oh, you have something for me? Thank you." Um, but then what I've realized is sometimes when I do that, then everybody tries to hand me gifts, and then I have to like cut a song because I'm taking too long taking gifts. Oh, hello? Whoa.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I feel like the best usually I keep like a little box at merch and it says like gifts for Addie. So
Hmm.
if you want to give me a custom shirt, that is the best way to do it. I feel like the gifts that I usually keep and that I don't lose are the ones that I get from my merchie. So that's what I think. Agree?
Yeah, pretty much. My last tour was like shorter, so I was able to like sit at the merch table and just grab everything. But usually, yes, if anything happens or we have to leave or you want to give it during the show, merch table, great place to do it. Because because it's a co-headlining tour, we do not have as much wiggle room as usual to make sure everyone gets home in a timely fashion and no one has to sing at a ridiculously late hour.
Mm-hmm.
So out of respect for everyone's time, we do not have much time for detours like grabbing stuff on stage.
Mm-hmm. There's also, like, I've noticed that some states have laws where if you're, like, under 18, you have to be home by a certain hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've literally had it where I'm like, I am not allowed to be up here past a certain time. You guys gotta get home. So that's what I've realized, which I thought was kind of weird because I didn't realize that was like a law in other states. There's like legal curfews.
Yeah, I had to reshuffle the meet and greet line when I was in Chicago because I had to scream like, if you are under 18, you are getting kicked out in 5 minutes. So it's now or never, people.
Mm-hmm. Yep, genuinely. But yeah, that's the best way. Okay, next. What's your favorite song to play live?
Oh, well, there's so many that are fun. But if I had to go based on like, hell yeah, everyone have a good time, probably Reach. Guilty pleasure one is guilty pleasure's not the right word. I do really like playing Hating Halloween. That's always a fun one for me to play. It's right in my range, and then everyone can make fun of me because for some reason I go into a ridiculously heavy country accent on the word door. No one knows why. And then it's gone.
Country for a single line.
I don't know why. When I hit that note, it's like door, and it's like it's not door. It's so stupid.
I love that. I feel like I have a similar thing, but sometimes I accidentally sound British. Like I say the word rude, and I don't know why I say rude, but I don't know how to pronounce it differently. Like rude. I like that feels wrong, and so it's rude.
Rude.
And which is hilarious because I don't hang around a lot of British people, so rude. I think it's pretty rude. But
it's Minecraft SMPers. They're coming.
No. I do not want to be associated with that group of people.
Oh
no. This is my curse. Okay, I think my favorite song to play live, I really like doing, obviously I really like Slime because I get everybody to scream.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really fun because it's like if you ask a bunch of people to scream, especially if they're all like teenagers and young adults, they're gonna scream.
Mm-hmm.
And so I really like that one. That one's really fun for me. I feel like recently everybody really likes I Miss Your Dog. I really like that one because everyone's just like everyone loves to sing about a dog. And I feel like, oh, I Want to Be a Boy. That one's fun because I make every trans kid in the audience cry. And then it's just like, it's really endearing and sweet to me, but at the same time, I'm like, please don't cry. Like, it's okay. Everything's okay. It's an accepting space. So yeah, those are probably my favorites to play for different reasons.
Very fair.
All right, let's see. What other questions do we got? Advice for an aspiring songwriter.
Where's the book? There's the book I always grab. Let me get it. Hold on. Hello, kids. Would you like a Berklee College of Music education without the ridiculously high price and having to live in Boston, of all places? Look no further than the literal textbook I used for 3 of my classes that is significantly cheaper than any textbook you might get sold to. Pat Addison used my professor for 2 semesters. It's a book called Writing Better Lyrics. Berklee with 2 E's at the end. Not EY. There's a big... If I had time, I'd go search for my closet for the greatest college shirt of all time, which is Berklee College of Music, but it's crossed out and then spelt the Boston way. It's great. They stopped selling it, probably because they got threatened to be sued. But it's this book. You can get it on Amazon. While I can't say gung-ho like, oh yeah, Pat Patterson's the greatest songwriter ever, this is just a very useful tool. It gives some exercises, a lot of just like explaining explaining rhyme scheme, avoiding cliches. I'm forgetting all the things that I got a fucking degree in. Give me a second. Here, I'll read the back. This is great. How to use sound-bound imagery to enhance a song's emotional impact, techniques for avoiding cliches, ways to use repetition as an asset, how to successfully manipulate meter, so like iambic pentameter, that kind of stuff, instructions for matching lyrics with music. It's a lot of stuff you can get in here, and like anything, rules are meant to be bent to some degree, but this is still a very good start. Alternatively, if you're ever in Boston, just go to the Berklee College of Music bookstore and just buy their textbooks for like $12 because it's just a stack of printed paper. I'm not kidding. On the other side of that, sorry, this like, Professor Mads is coming out. Something I was taught at Berklee is a songwriter's greatest asset is not your ability to make a song at the drop of a hat. It's your ability to go back and edit your work to make it better. Anybody can come up with any idea. It takes practice to be able to go back and write it. That being said, that means that like if you create something and you don't really like it, that's fine. Just keep writing. And then one day you're going to have high enough skill to come back to it. As Pat would say, you need to make all the shit, get all of the shit out of you. Because what can you use shit for? Fertilizer, flour. That's probably not the right sign for that. That might have been something bad.
That's fantastic. I feel like I'm gonna have such a boring answer. Such a non-college answer. Okay. Here's the AG method to writing songs. Just do it. That's it.
Quantity over quality.
Yeah. I feel like I basically took that advice where it was like, you just write until you get good at it. And it was quite literally like what I did was I was not the greatest at theory. Like I knew theory, I could understand basic theory, but I kind of hated theory. I didn't want to go to school for theory. I didn't want to go to school to learn orchestra or choir or any of that. And I feel like the things around me in Utah did not offer any safe space or like a space to like learn how to write popular music. And it was only like choral or orchestra or like, symphonies and shit like that. So what I did was I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna try. I'm just gonna try how to do it. And so what I did was I ended up like I would look at like almost like the like chord sheets of other songs, and I would look at the music sheets and I would see like where people were rhyming, and I would see like what chords they were using and when, and I would basically just like sometimes I would go to a song and be like, oh, like they used these chords, I'm going to use the same chords but in a different order and then make my own song. And like this person from a different song used this rhyming progression, so I'm going to use that rhyming progression and apply my own lyrics, but like with the same like A B C, and that was kind of like how I worked it out, was learning how to play songs, doing a lot of covers, and making really shitty music until it was good. Like I genuinely think that Sugar Rush was probably like the first good song I ever made. Some people will say otherwise. I have Song That Shall Not Be Named that everybody loves that I never released because I hate it so much. But yeah, I think just do it. And I think something that I live by is it's okay to make shitty art. That's what I think.
No one wants to see it.
Exactly. I'm like, it's okay to just make shitty art. Let people make shitty art. And, that's what it's made for, because I feel like if every piece of work, every art was like fantastic, show-stopping, world-changing, then nothing would be good. Nothing would be good art because it would all be good, if that makes sense. So yeah, let people make shitty art, and at some point, it'll be good. Mic drop. Um, okay. Let's see. Are there any other questions? Uh. Mm, oh, let's see. How do you get out of writer's block?
Isn't that just the question that I have been working through? Wow. God, writer's block sucks. Um, I I wish I had a good answer, honestly, of like, oh yeah, like this always works. Because the thing that sucks about writer's block, especially depending on just, I guess, like the type you have, most types of creative block come from a semblance of either you're burnt out and you need a break, and that's fine. The other is that your expectations for your art are currently not being met by your current ability. So either your expectations get more realistic by the end of it, or you finally make something that you're like, oh yeah, hell yeah, moving on. And I think to the similar vein of like just make shitty art, sometimes you just have to sit down and write. And you don't need to write a song. When I feel incredibly blocked out, I just get a sheet of paper or I open up a Word document and I just start writing. There is an exercise that I usually do called object writing, where you like let Google choose a random word. Best example I can always think of is my professor, George Woods, love you, would say cash register. So you have that object, and then you just start to build a scene around it. And this can be, basically what it's forcing you to do is just write with intention, create a scene, making sure you have those skills that are still sharp, I guess. Outside of that, if you find yourself wanting to write about a topic, but you can't think of lyrics or you can't think of a melody, just write about that topic, and then you can piece things out of that later. As long as you keep your brain moving in some capacity, sometimes you just gotta wait it out. You can't necessarily ram your head against a wall. Sometimes you gotta take a break and then come back to it, and you might like it better when you've slept on it.
Yep, absolutely. I think for me, at least, um,
Get big.
you kind of touched on it. I think like the best thing you can do is make sure you're taking care of yourself. Oh, I gotta get big.
Yeah.
Oopsies. I'm big now. Okay. I think the best thing you can do is make sure you're taking care of yourself. I've realized like I can't write any new music if I am not like fed, watered, slept, walked. I think like ironically when I'm not doing okay, like some people will be like, I write my best stuff when I'm sad and not doing okay. And I've had that before, but I also think like I like write really sad stuff all the time if I only write when I'm not doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
And something that I had to challenge myself on, even for like my last album, was I was writing a lot of sad stuff. And I was like, no, I need just like a song that's stupid and happy, and that's it. And that's where like I Miss Your Dog came from, was I just wanted to write a song that was fun. Um, and so that's exactly what I did. And I was like, this does not need to be complex. This does not need to be intense. Like, I just want to write about a dog and make people dance and jump and have fun. So that's what I did. I also think like another thing is just like make sure you're not burning yourself out. The best way that I like, whoa, okay,
Joking.
thank you. I feel like the next best thing is whenever I'm out and about and I hear a cool word or like a cool like sentence comes to my mind, I like make a notes app of it and I just keep like a correlation of like a bunch of sentences and words.
Idea
Um,
journals.
yeah, and then what I end up doing is I'll like go back with my guitar, find a really cool chord progression, and then see what's been sticking out to me and see what the common theme is. Um, I had one recently. I haven't posted it anywhere. I haven't even sent it to my managers yet. I need to. um, but basically, the inspiration was this sign. and it basically said you can't turn left and you can't turn right. And so in my brain, I was like, you can't turn left. You can't. Where are you going then? Forward? Like, what's happening?
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, I ended up creating a lyric, and it started with nowhere to go left and nowhere to go right now. And it's supposed to be like this thing where it's like you can't turn left, you can't turn right, but there's nowhere to go right now in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
And so I ended up making an entire song about that, where it's kind of being stuck and not being able to progress because I saw a road sign that told me I couldn't turn left or right.
Comes from
So
anywhere.
yeah, and so I thought it was really cool, but that's like the stupidest stuff can be inspiration, and I think like just kind of like get off your pedestal and make stuff. Make shitty art sometimes. I'm just gonna keep saying that. But yeah, anyways, okay. I think we have, let's see, I think we have three more questions.
Okay.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What is your favorite outfit to wear?
Like in general,
Yeah.
I've got one sweater and it's not this one. It's an orange one. That is usually my go-to. If I'm going out and about, maybe I'd get fancy, add a pair of overalls. I am very basic. I am just learning how to do fashion properly.
It's actually just the Berkeley shirt, you know?
It's a bang. That's a great shirt. I have to
Great
find.
shirt.
I do have a really cool pair of overalls that my friend found when we were thrifting that look kind of like Victorian and like green. I think my current profile picture, a lot of my press photos are in that outfit. I think that's cool. Those are fun. It makes me feel like a little twee lad about to tell you a story.
Absolute. I love being a little lad. Did you see that my hat says I'm just a little guy?
Oh, I love that! Ah! Just a
So
little
that's
guy!
what my hat says. I think it's a great hat. I think everyone should just be little guys. I think, okay, let's see. So, fun fact, I'm getting a custom outfit for tour.
Ooh.
My friend is making me like a cool diving lessons outfit, so I think that's gonna be my favorite outfit. But my favorite right now is I keep posting these photos from this one selfie shoot that I did recently where I'm wearing like this sweater, but then the front half of it is literally just carpet. It's like this weird like carpet tablecloth design. And I really like it just because it looks really cool and like princely. But yeah, I just think it's fun. That's my favorite outfit right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like cool and thrifted, and I was supporting a local business, so why not? Okay,
It does look sick.
we got two more questions.
Mhm.
Okay, we've got cereal before or after milk?
I mean, if I'm lazy, I do cereal first, but when you put the milk in first, the cereal is not as soggy. And if people have strong opinions on that, that's fine, but Cheerios are substantially more appetizing when, if I forget about them for 5 minutes, they're not entirely drenched yet, and there's just a layer of soggy.
That's fair.
If it's like Cocoa Pebbles, though, is milk second, because then you can marinate the chocolate milk faster.
You're right. Okay, I feel like for me, I'm gonna get big again, gotta get on my pedestal about this debate. So I actually think, so we say yours is milk and Fritos?
I can explain that in a second. You go ahead.
So I think that it should always be cereal first and then milk. And my autistic reasoning for this is basically I know how much cereal I want to eat. I'm not measuring the milk. And so my thing is like having too much milk in a bowl with like almost no cereal is insane to me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put the cereal in first, then you know exactly how much cereal you want. And like I'm gonna eat it right then, so it's not gonna get soggy like I'm chomping down. But I think that's mainly where I stand on it is that I know how much cereal I want, not how much milk I want.
Mm-hmm.
And so the milk is a variable. The cereal is a constant. And that's my only reasoning.
That is fair.
Okay, so I need you to explain this Fritos thing. What is happening?
Okay, so I really like milk. That's just a constant.
I love milk.
I have had a habit throughout my life of having very, very weird food combinations that I enjoy, to the point that the bot in my Discord, who is aptly named Kel, has a command where it just lists about, I think, like 25 different things I do with food that is considered blasphemous.
Okay.
So a snack of mine that I used to like in college, because there was a vending machine very close by, and we had the dorm gave us a mini fridge, so we had milk on hand. Is I would take, like, Fritos are salty. It's nice, salty, and milk is kind of sweet. You have that going on. But the disgusting thing I would do, not disgusting by my standards, but I get it, is I would take Frito scoops. This is so bad. I would take Frito scoops and use them like a fucking spoon.
For the milk? That's insane.
Then I would drink the milk, and then I would eat the Frito for every single Frito in the entire bag. I'm embarrassed, but I stand by it. I enjoy it, and nobody else needs to. It's for me.
I'm so impressed by this, but also what?
Listen, I can't even defend it. It's a personal taste. I like it. I think it's nice. That's, yeah.
I'm just glad that you're self-aware, you know? Okay, I do have a weird food combo. This is my weird food combo. I don't think it's as weird, though. Okay. I think... Actually, you know what? Fritos and milk isn't that weird. I'm gonna say it. I think there's a lot of corn cereals. There's Corn Flakes. What's a Frito? Corn.
It's probably the salt that's the weird part.
I said what I said. Let Mads have her salty milk. Okay. I think, for me, at least, my weird food combo is I really like taking a can of Coca-Cola and mixing it with milk. Which I feel like isn't that bad. It kind of just makes like a carbonated Coca-Cola milkshake.
It's just like a cream soda. I get that. I've had that before.
Yeah, Coke and milk. I think that, like, that's the best. It was like, wasn't it a trend? I think it used to be a trend. But I tried it and I was like, this kind of slaps. I've kind of like fallen out of it a little bit, but I think that that's like the weirdest I ever got with food.
I have found my food sins list, and I still stand by most of these. Actually, I don't care.
Okay,
care.
I need you to list them, and I'll say yes or no.
Yogurt sandwich, Greek yogurt only, though.
Yes.
Cool. Using milk as a dipping sauce for bread.
No. Soggy bread? No.
There's no dipping involved in this, but pizza and chocolate milk, because I was told there was too much dairy involved.
I feel like I would die.
Damn.
Okay, yeah.
Grapes on a sandwich?
Yes.
Eating over 100 unblessed communion wafers.
Absolutely.
Thank you! On top of that, communion wafer sandwich, where you take one of the really big ones, you split in quarters, you stack the ones. When I get stressed during finals, I would always have like the weirdest like snacks I'd hyperfixate on, and for 2 years in a row, it was just a box of 1,000 unblessed communion wafers, and that shit would be
feels
gone.
Like that. This feels like Ladybird. Like, this is Ladybird core. Dogbird, Ladybird, same diff.
70 fortune cookies in a single night.
Oh, absolutely.
Vanilla wafers and spreadable cheese.
Yes.
Graham crackers and mashed potatoes.
No.
It's so good! It's good!
No. Mashed potatoes are meant to be soft, not crunchy.
And this one's just there because it's funny. Enough apple juice to end up in the ER.
Yes, absolutely. I'm on board with that.
It's possible. I learned the hard way. Apple juice does not hydrate, folks.
How much apple juice would you need to have?
I had 1.5 gallons over the course of 8 hours with very little water. I thought they were
gallon and a
period
half?
cramps. Yes.
That's okay. I feel like you deserve like small applause for that. That's dedication, dude.
I brought them to a tech day for theater because people, like, singers are like, oh, like, apple juice is good for you. Nobody wanted it. So I just kept absentmindedly drinking apple juice until we're running the final song in Les Mis, and I'm like, oh, I'm getting period cramps, and they were not. It was
incredible.
Really bad. But we're alive.
That's incredible.
I don't know why this one's here. It's not related to food, but sucking on the tea bag. Apparently.
No. Nope. Absolutely not.
That's all of them. As for now.
I think the most cursed one you had was the mashed potatoes and graham crackers. I don't.
Damn.
I can't support that.
I haven't had it in a while. That's reminding me that I probably should do that again. Or with Nilla wafers.
No.
I liked it. The graham crackers get a little less crunchy when you put them in the warm mashed potatoes.
Just use milk. Graham crackers and milk. You like milk.
But I love potatoes, and there's the slight salt. I can't explain it. It was desperate for food one night.
I'm scared we're gonna be on tour, and Mads is just gonna have the most cursed meal in the van. She's just gonna be like, hey, can we swing by KFC? And we'll be like, sure, why? And you're gonna slowly pull out a thing of graham crackers.
God, man, I should do that now. You're giving me ideas.
No. Please, no. Okay. Well, I feel like that is a perfect place to end this stream.
No. Was there a question left or no?
I don't know if I even want to answer it anymore. I think this is a beautiful place to end the stream.
Oh, God. Just airing my dirty laundry.
It's incredible. Okay, let's see. Well, guys, we're going on tour, and you can see us with these personalities singing instead.
Oh, boy.
So, it would be fantastic. We're going to a bunch of different cities up the West Coast. We start in a week, exactly.
Yeah, we'll be starting the drive April 1st.
Dang. Okay. So get excited, get pumped. Tickets are available. I don't know what else to say to sell this. Oh, Isabel Pless is coming with us. And it's going to open every single show. She's really cool, really awesome. And yeah, I think you should come to our show. I think it's going to be really awesome. Should you drive 10 hours? Yes. We're going to be driving 10 hours. Safely.
Take breaks.
Get a little hotel if you can. But yeah, we're going to a bunch of different places. We're starting in Texas. We're ending in Denver. So please come see our show. Do you have anything to add, Mads?
See, she's nailing it. My God. Imagine what she'll be like on stage. But yeah, it'll be my first van tour, so Addison will definitely be helping me along the ropes of live in car 21 day. Oh boy.
Yep. It's an adventure.
Oh man. But I'm excited. I have not toured in the Southwest before, unless you have seen me at one convention in LA a year and a half ago. So if you can come, it'd be really nice to see you. And if you can't, that is totally okay. We can always hope for another time. But this time would also still be very cool.
Awesome. And stay for the whole show, because it's going to be awesome.
Yeah!
It's going to be fantastic, and you can hear music that you maybe don't know. Maybe you know Mads, and you don't know me. Maybe you know me, and you don't know Mads. It's going to be awesome. Maybe you don't know either of us, and you're there for Isabel. Even more awesome.
Yeah!
But learn some new music. Anyways, we love you guys. Have a great night. Don't eat graham crackers with mashed potatoes.
I stand by it.
No. Okay. Bye, everybody. Bye.